challenger, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri. He is representing unsigned and don't care. He is the head cat, Gary J. Introducing to my left, from Wolverhampton, now fighting out of Newcastle-upon-Tyne. For 42 days, he has been the reigning, defending, undisputed North Wrestling Ultraviolent Champion, CLINT MARGERA.
That was the big bit of news there, Vader. CLINT MARGERA's moved to the northeast of England.
Yeah, I mean, that really just shows how seriously he is taking this reign as ultra-violent champion. Literally uprooting his entire life here to the north.
An ultra-violent title held up there by John Myers, and here we go, MARGERA getting in there quick!
Yeah, MARGERA looking to end this early, but Gary J didn't come all the way across the Atlantic to end this match in a few seconds. Jay!
Straight into the outside of the ring, here comes Gary J now. Looking to take some extra luggage back with him on his flight tomorrow. Gary J belongs in the northeast, I'm telling you. He looks like the sort of guy, Vader, that you would meet in Anarchy Brewery on a night where there wasn't wrestling on.
And I can tell you from experience, many years being very familiar with Gary J, CLINT MARGERA, you're going to want to keep that t-shirt on.
Chops to the chest of MARGERA by Gary J, and driven into the post now.
MARGERA using the ring as a weapon.
You talk there about the impact that Gary J's had on the deathmatch scene in the States, and for those who aren't familiar, like, this is one tough customer.
Yeah, I mean, well, you heard in the announcement his little nickname of unsigned and doesn't care. I mean, that says an awful lot. You're not going to get signed when you're as violent and unpredictable as Gary J, and he likes it that way. You know, you don't want to. You can't put someone like that on your television screen, and that is exactly the way that Gary J has organized his entire career. Oh.
And Gary J has brought some friends with him. You're not going to want to
up this ladder on the ramp.
You say what you say there. You're not going to put him on your TV screen. I think you're going to put him on a hardware store advert either. Gary J has got bad intentions for that ladder here.
Uh-oh. But MARGERA has eyes on the ladder too. Oh, he just kicked the
Whoa!
camera.
We may have lost the camera.
That ladder broken in half. Again, I'm a huge fan of violence and ultra-violence and all sorts of violence. However, we have a really great card for the rest of the show, and I would like the arena to stay in one piece, if we could.
Backstage, Vader, our head at the curtain, if you will, is a lovely man by the name of Chop. His wife has helped supply the screen, the Tron, if you will.
Yeah.
So I think it's one thing for Gary J. If he beats CLINT MARGERA tonight, he'll then have to face Chop's wife, and I'm not sure which is worse. It's a 2 count only. This match continues. CLINT MARGERA genuinely carving out a name for himself in the West Midlands as a deathmatch icon. And his move to the northeast, like you said, Vader, shows how seriously he's taking being the leader of the ultra-violent division.
Well, and it also says to me that he does not intend for this reign to be a short one. It was 40-something days so far. And now now taking it to Gary J. Got that chair set up in the corner as well. Whoa.
Great takedown by Margera. It's just a 2 count though. Gary J kicking out. We have seen some incredible Ultraviolent Championship matches over the past few months or so, created by Rory Coyle as a symbol of untamed North aggression, a bit like this. Oh, Jay moves.
Margera coming down hard on that steel chair. And now Gary J. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is just deadly.
Oh God. Across
Margera
the
is trapped.
throat. Oh, Jesus!
That has to be it.
How at 2 did Clint Margera kick out?
And we could hear the loud crack of that chair. Imagine that in your head, just blowing out an eardrum.
Hearing it, Vader, made my teeth rattle. Feeling it would be something else.
Jay has set up that other chair in the corner. He's got something deadly in mind as he follows Margera out to the apron.
Both Gary J and Clint Margera getting creative in this Ultraviolent Championship match. And oh God! Vader, hardest part of the ring. It's not a cliche, nor is it hyperbole. It is currently a stone cold fact that Gary J is learning firsthand.
And now spilling onto that concrete floor as well. And now when you have a championship established like this Ultraviolent one, it's also a matter of finding challengers who are willing to go through this. And that is why we have international competitors like a Gary J, Alley Catch, Effie. You know, it's hard to find people who want to do this.
It really is. We throw out the net far and wide, and Gary J answered the call. Got on I think we got as far as saying, would you like to? And he was on a flight.
Margera, again, almost retaining after Jay had spilled to the floor, but Gary J came a long, long way, and he is going to keep fighting.
This is the world that Clint Margera now has to lead, now has to reside in and thrive in. These international competitors, these national competitors from all over the world with different ways of competing, just like that. 2 count only. He has to keep adapting and improving.
Well, you're right about that, because when people hear that there is this opportunity to come to the North, to challenge yourself against someone like a Clint Margera, we said there's not a lot of people that want to put themselves in that position, but the ones that do will do anything to defeat someone who is an absolute icon of violence, and that is what we see Gary J taking Margera to the limit right now.
Gary J, Clint Margera, the North Wrestling Ultraviolent Championship in the balance, and these two dropping bombs on one another now.
No weapons needed. Those weapons are at the ends of their arms. Oh, Margera staggered, and Jay with a combination of strikes, but Margera with a headbutt.
Most basic form of biological warm, those fists to the head. Oh, God! The chair to the head now, too.
Lariat by Jay. This could be it. New champ.
2 count only. And Gary J is like, I genuinely think, Vader, looking at the legacy that this guy has had on any other night, a combo like that would have got the job done.
And now Jay knows it's going to take more than that, setting up some more chairs, building something here.
Creative juices flowing with Gary J and Clint Margera. They're setting up a bunch of chairs. I don't think it's for a Memorial Day barbecue.
Oh, Margera saw the danger he was in and sends Jay through the chairs. Oh, that yellow one just disintegrated under the spine of Gary J.
Absolute carnage, and the cover! Oh, it's just... How is it just 2? How is it just 2?
Well, we talked about Clint Margera uprooting his entire life to come here to the North to defend this championship. But if Gary J can pull this off, if Gary J can win the Ultraviolent title, what happens then? Does he take it back to the States? Does Margera have to chase him? I mean, this could change the entire face of North Wrestling here tonight.
I've got a spare room if he needs one. I'm just putting that out there. But Gary J right now, not looking for a bed, looking for a way off these chairs. More importantly, that'll do it!
Just chunking metal into the skull of Clint Margera. Gary J not done yet, following Margera up top. What?
Margera's got some bad intentions for those chairs! Death Valley Driver! Wow!
Here's your winner and still northwrestling ultraviolent champion,
Clint Margera, Death Valley Driver off the top rope, would have been deadly under any circumstances, but there was a pile of steel